Hey guys, I'm Damesis, welcome to the Omnic recap. In the last week, we've seen previews of the content that Blizzard has in store for us for Season 2 when it starts next week. And while some of it is pretty awesome, I feel like there's some outstanding issues that do not get acknowledged or answered, which makes me think that they're winging it at this point. That they do have a plan, but that they keep shifting it last minute, or that they made it last minute. That the hustle to get things rolling is real and that they're still in that panic mode. Now, this video isn't necessarily another rant or a complaint about Blizzard. It is in a way a bit of a follow-up on last week's video and a documentation of how I feel and how I see things unfold at this point. Much like a nature documentary maker does not get mad when they see a storm rolling in, or when a raccoon steals their carefully prepared lunch. Well, that last one, that might piss me off. But not Sir David Attenborough. I don't know if that's the way to pronounce it, and is he a sir? I'm not sure. See what I did there? Sir, never mind. Look, when they promised us that we would be getting rewards for every event in Season 2, I did not expect to see legacy or old skins as rewards. That is kinda like promising a kid a birthday cake and end up giving him a cardboard box with a picture of a cake stuck to it. I don't know why, but all of my comparisons today are food related. Maybe I should have dinner first. Anyways, the thing is that Christmas skin, the Ice Queen Brigitte, that one is new. So I'm thinking that it's not as much a deliberate bait and switch as it is a result of unfortunate circumstances and possibly some heavy debate. Because on the other hand, there will be new skins in the shops for all of these events, but they might not have had enough to kind of fulfill that promise. Second thing, I love the Season 2 theme. I mean, love it. I've always had a strong connection to Greece. I have a few very good friends down there. I consider it my home away from home. It is the place where I go to find rest. On top of that, I was obsessed by Greek mythology as a kid. It went so far that I dedicated a whole album of my former death metal band on the story of Ulysses. So yeah, I do love this season's theme. But to release that theme in December, the season that both includes Winter Wonderland and Lunar New Year, it is kinda strange. And the plot thickens. Let's have a look at those skins. 2 out of the 7 heroes that got a skin during this season already got one in the previous season. Roadhog and Widowmaker. I mean, it's not a disaster, unless of course none of your mains got a skin in either seasons, but it definitely is a weird choice. They must have known that they were going to get pushback on that. And the list of oddities continues. We don't know for sure if we're going to get any new brawls or a PvE mode with the return of these events, Winter Wonderland and Lunar New Year. But from what they told us up till now, my guess would be no. The shop this week was almost empty, while some of the skins that they showed in the Season 1 teaser are still missing. The Rainbow Echo and the Turntable Lucia. Although the Rainbow Echo has showed up in the teaser for Season 2, so I guess they just pushed it back. What about those weapon inspection animations? We don't know if they're going to make it into Season 2. It all feels like they're barely hanging on at this point. Again, it's weird. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but they keep pushing new people forward every week. Some of it is to give other team members a chance to speak. But in a way, I miss those dev updates by Jeff. And not necessarily because it was Jeff. I mean, Jeff is awesome. But because it gave us that feeling that someone was in control. Now, Jeff always stated that he was just a face and that there were many people that contributed to Overwatch. And that's fine. They're doing an amazing job. Most of them. But that ship needs a captain, and us passengers need to see that captain on the bridge. Right now we do not know who is the factional leader of that whole group. We've seen new people being pushed forward as leaders, so much that it is even unclear for me who is following this game on a daily basis. For the people that don't make daily videos and content, this must be confusing as hell. There's Aaron Keller, the game director for Overwatch, who we have not seen in a few months. But he did make a Twitter account, and according to Dino Flask, he actually was a robot that was controlled by Jeff. So I guess that explains that. I'll leave a link to the Dino Flask video below. It's funny, go check it out. And then you have John Spector. He was the president of the Overwatch League and is now the commercial director for Overwatch. Chaco Sony, who was the executive producer for Overwatch, left last year, and he actually started a new studio for Netflix apparently. But anyways, Walter Kong, who was a former Blizzard employee that worked for Epic a few years and came back, took on the position of executive producer for a short time and then became the general manager for Overwatch. That kind of sounds like the big boss, doesn't it? Now, the vacant role of executive producer was recently filled by Jared Nurse, who is a former Riot Bungie 343 alumni. A few months ago, Jeff Goodman, the lead hero designer, left Blizzard, and they brought over Alec Dawson from the Hearthstone team. And all of these people have been chiming in some way or order. On top of that, there's people like Dion, Gavin, and Kui. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This is a huge list of people. And look, they're all doing a great job. And in the end, this strategy of pushing multiple people forward instead of one chief is, I guess, a personal preference. I don't know. But it is clear that a lot of stuff shifted within the leadership for the team that works on Overwatch. And I can't shake the feeling that 1, there are a lot of captains on the deck of that ship. And 2, not all of them might be on our side, on the player's side. Now take that last comment as it is. I am just a Blizzard fan mourning the good old days and being rather suspicious. But I do hope, now that they have all these seats filled at the top, now that they introduced all of them, that we get a steady push forward. And might I add, a push forward that is colored by our concerns and our input as a community. And that we get to see and feel that they care about this community. That they care about us as players. All of us. That includes the few players that will spend hundreds of dollars and the many that will spend $0 but a ton of hours in their game. That they finally start communicating in one voice, transparent, clear, looking forward, and that we finally can leave this rushed, half-baked content behind us. Because that has always been what Blizzard represented for me personally. Steadfast and deliberate decisions, executed with excellence. And sure, they would miss the ball more than often, but they always changed the course in that same deliberate way. I miss that. Anyways, tell me, who do you think is leading the Overwatch team at this point? And I want to hear wrong answers only. Let me know in the comments. For now, however, that was it. Thank you very much for watching. See you during my streams on twitch.tv/DamesIsTV or in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.